you need these 4 colors of yarn, along with a matching hook size. Mine is a 2.5mm hook, and I'm also going to use a yarn needle, scissors, stuffing, and black thread for the details. You may also use blush for the cheeks and eyeshadow for the muzzle, but that is optional. Feel free to add a keychain too. We are going to start off by making the body of the capybara, so get out your dark beige yarn. For the capybara body, we're going to first start with 6 single crochet in the magic ring. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now we're going to grab this little yarn tail to close up our ring. And you're going to find the first single crochet that you made, and you're going to make a slip stitch. Now this single crochet might be a little bit tight, so try your best. And that is round 1. Now for round 2, we're just going to increase all the way around. An increase is 2 single crochets in the same stitch. So just do your increases around, and I will meet you guys back when I am done. Now once you're done with your increase, we're going to slip stitch into the first single crochet that we've made, and then you're going to chain 1. Now for round 3, we're going to do a single crochet in the first stitch, and then we're going to increase into the next stitch. Now we're just going to repeat this pattern of single crochet increase all the way around. So in the next stitch, do a single crochet, and then in the stitch after that, do an increase. So repeat this all the way around, and I'll meet you guys back when you're done. After you finish that, we're going to slip stitch just like we've done and chain 1. Now for our last increase round, we're going to do 2 single crochet, and then an increase in the 3rd stitch. And that is what we're going to repeat all the way around. So finish this round, round 4, and I'll meet you guys back when you're done. Now I'm done with round 4, and I just slip stitched and chain 1. Now for round 5, we're going to work in the back loops only. So we're going to find the back loop, and we're going to make a single crochet. Now we're just going to single crochet in every single one of the back loops. And you're just going to do that all the way around until you get back to your first stitch. After you finish round 5, you're going to notice these loops that are sticking out, and those are the front loops that we left behind when we did round 5. So we're going to work into these to make the lettuce and the tomato. Now we're going to slip stitch, and we're going to chain 1. Now for rounds 6 to 8, so that's 3 rounds, we're just going to single crochet across or around. And keep in mind that we're working into both loops now. We're not working only in the back loops anymore. So I'm going to speed this up and just do 1 single crochet in every stitch, and remember to slip stitch and chain 1 at the end of each round. And when we get to round 8, I will meet you guys back so we can continue round 9. Welcome back everybody, I just finished round 8. Now for round 9, we're going to work in the back loops again. This time we're going to work in the back loops and do 2 single crochet in the decrease. So find the first back loop, and we're going to do a single crochet, and another single crochet, and then we're going to find the 2 back loops, and we're going to put it, our hook into the first one, the hook into the second one, and yarn over and go through. you have 2 loops, just yarn over and pull through, and that's an invisible decrease. So we're just going to repeat 2 single crochets and then an invisible decrease in the back loops only, all the way around. Once you're done, I'll meet you guys back so we can move on. Once you finish round 9, you can grab some stuffing and take a break from crocheting for a while to stuff a tiny bit. We still have a few more rounds to go, so we'll have more chances to stuff, but right now just stuff about halfway, and once it's like about the amount that you need, we can keep going. So I'm going to put my crochet hook back. Now for round 10, we're going to do a single crochet and then a decrease, and we're going to repeat that all the way around. So for the single crochet, we're going to be working in both loops, and for our invisible decrease, we're going to work in the front loops this time to make sure that no loops are showing, because if we work in the back loops, the front loops would show. So we're going to repeat that all the way around, and I'll meet you guys back when I'm done. I have just finished round 10, and now we're going to add a little bit more stuffing. This is the part where you want to stuff as much as you can, because once we finish the next round, it will be very hard to add any extra stuffing since the hole will be small. Once you're done stuffing, we're going to put our hook back in, and we're going to do our last round. For the last round, which is round 11, we're going to do an invisible decrease all the way around. So go in the front loops, and we're going to decrease all the way around. You're going to decrease 6 times in total, and at the end of the round, you're just going to slip stitch and cut off the yarn. So this is our last round. If you want to add any more stuffing as we're doing this round, feel free. So now I'm going to slip stitch and then grab my scissors. I'm going to cut my yarn, and then you're just going to grab your hook and pull through. Now grab your yarn needle, and you're going to sew the hole closed. So you're going to find the front loops of each stitch, and you're just going to go through the front loop, and then find the next front loop. Once you have all of the front loops, you're just going to pull tight with your yarn needle, and then you can weave in the end by taking the strand of yarn to other spots in your piece, and you're just going to weave it around. And once you've done it about 4 or 5 times, we're going to grab our scissors and just cut the tail. And then we're going to use our yarn needle to just poke the little tail inside. And then for the next part, we're going to be adding lettuce to a capybara body, just like this. So grab your green yarn, and we're going to find the bottom of our piece. So this is the top, this is the bottom. We're going to find any of these front loops that we didn't work into. Insert your hook into any one, and we're going to pull through. Now you're going to chain 1, and you're going to single crochet into that same chain. I like to work with the tail to weave it in. Now we're going to chain 2, and then single crochet into the next front loop. So we're going to repeat that. Chain 2, single crochet into the next front loop. Chain 2, this all the way around until you get back to where you started. And I will meet you guys back when I'm back here. So once you've gone all the way around, you're going to chain 2 and slip stitch. And then we're finished with the lettuce, so you can cut the yarn and leave your ends in. Now that we finished the lettuce part, we're going to start the tomato part. So grab your red yarn and grab your hook, and we're just going to start the tomato. So we're going to do the same thing that we did. So you're going to find these front loops, insert your hook into one of them, and then pull through, chain 1, and then single crochet in that same one, in that same front loop, and work with the tail. And we're going to do another single crochet in the next stitch, or the next front loop, and then also into the third one too. Now into the fourth stitch, we are going to make an increase. So you're just going to repeat this pattern all the way around. So you're going to do 3 single crochets, then an increase all the way around, slip stitch, and cut the yarn. And I will meet you back when you're done. I have finished the tomatoes, so now I'm going to cut the yarn. I haven't done a slip stitch yet, but that's because I'm going to sew. So I'm going to find the stitch that I was going to slip stitch in and place my yarn needle here. And then we're going to go into this loop again. And then you will see that it's seamless. Now I'm going to go from the back and go inside. And I'm just going to weave my end in. And now I'm going to cut the your lettuce and tomato is done. Now we're going to take a break from crocheting and add the face, the blush, and the eyeshadow. So you're going to grab all your things and you're going to find the black yarn. I am going to cut off a strand of the black. Split it. And I think I'm going to split it even thinner. So now that this black yarn is this thin, I'm going to try and sew the face. This is the result that I got, and I'm going to stick with this because I don't think I'm going to get anything better than this. So now I'm just going to tie these 2 yarn coils together. And then I'm going to cut them and put them inside. Now I'm going to add eyeshadow and blush. So I think I'm going to start with the blush. So I'm going to grab a brush. I'm going to open the eyeshadow. Get a little bit on the brush. I'm just going to put some here. brush. Now I'm going to use this brown, and I'm just going to give the muzzle some color. So this is what it looks like. I finished the blush and the muzzle, and your body of the capybara looker is now finished. So this is the end of part 1, but if you want to see more and finish your capybara, make sure to click on the link to part 2.